Yeah, Greenbrier County is where we actually have the bunker that used to be like kind of where they would put the press. They don't use it for that anymore, so they say. You never know. But yeah, our governor actually owns that. What is that place?
Greenbrier.
Yeah, the Greenbrier. Yeah, our governor actually owns that. What's our governor's name again? It's awful.
Governor Justice.
Yeah. Yes, Jim Justice owns that.
Tell me, darling, could we run away? We could hide away by the cactus desert blue. I can see it just a mile away from this crowded place. I could lay there next to you.
Welcome back to another episode on our channel, Best Freaking Friends Forever. Thank you guys again for tuning in and joining us. If you guys have not subscribed, please do so down below. We would love to hear from you with comments and things like that too. So feel free to comment or leave information that you maybe know or from our things that we've been covering this week. So with our natural disasters that have occurred in West Virginia. So today we're going to talk about the 2016 flooding in West Virginia. So this again was in the summer. It was June 23rd, 2016. And this flood hit areas of the U.S. like West Virginia and nearby parts of Virginia, resulting in 23 deaths. It was a result of 8 to 10 inches of rain falling over a period of 12 hours. And it was among the deadliest in West Virginia history. It was also the deadliest flash flood event in the United States since the 2010 Tennessee floods. And I kind of remember this one vaguely. Like I told you, I kind of remember it washed away. Like people were at a shopping center and it washed away how to get back on, like out of the shopping center. So people couldn't leave. And so I think there was a hotel or something on that side. And so people were having to stay there and they were charging them an arm and a leg to stay there, to rent a room. I'm pretty sure if this was it.
Yeah, did you say where it was a 1,000-year event for parts of Kanawha?
Yeah, Fayette, Nicholas, Summer, and Greenbrier counties. No, it was the meteorologist said that it was a 1,000-year event, which is kind of crazy to think. I mean, how fast. I mean, about 10 to 12 inches or 10 inches possibly in less than half a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy to think of that because, I mean, I just think of 1 inch of rain and I'm like, holy cow, that seems like a lot in a certain amount of time. But 10 inches possibly in 10 to 12 hours or 12 to 24 hours, sorry. That's a lot of rain all at once.
Yeah, this says in addition to the rain, there were storms produced in a tornado near Kenya in Jackson County. The brief tornado lifted and rolled a single wide trailer, injuring its 2 occupants. Minor damage occurred elsewhere along its path. So, it was a little bit of a tornado, nothing too bad.
I guess Greenbrier County was hit the hardest with at least 15 deaths. Their sheriff described it as their county is just complete chaos.
A 4-year-old boy drowned in Ravenswood, Jackson County, after he was swept away by a swollen creek. The creek, normally only ankle deep, had risen to 6 feet due to the rain. An 8-year-old boy drowned in Big Wheeling Creek in Ohio County.
That's why they say turn around, don't drown.
Yes. Yeah, don't ever drive your car. I'm bad about that, though. Don't drive your car through water. You're not supposed to do that.
Well, especially moving water like that. I mean...
You don't know what that water has done underneath. Because it does. It washes out roads.
Yeah.
I've seen that. About 500 homes were severely damaged and destroyed in Roane County. So 500 homes were severely damaged or destroyed in Roane County. At least 60 roads were shut down. Many were swept away. Homes in low-lying areas were flooded up to the rooftop. Electric utilities reported at one point that 500,000 customers were left without power. And that's still not as much
as the derecho.
Yeah, how much did we say with the derecho?
672.
Yeah, so this flood still didn't touch what...
672,000.
Yeah, so this still didn't touch what the derecho had done. But that's still a lot of customers, 500,000 customers.
Well, yeah. I mean, and again, here it is summer. I mean, record high waters were reported along the Greenbrier River at Hillsdale, which was 25.5 26.9 feet over flood stage, and Rhone Caverte 23.3 feet over flood stage, as well as along the New River, which we have the New River Gorge at Thurman, which was 19.3. Somersville Lake increased by 43.5 billion gallons between 8 a.m. June 23rd and noon June 24th. And that shopping center that I was talking about, it had heavy rains washed out the bridge leading to it near Interstate 79 in Elkview, straining approximately 500 people for nearly 24 hours. And a 47-year-old woman drowned near Clendenin when rising waters from Wills Creek overcame her. Despite numerous attempts, emergency responders were unable to reach her before her vehicle was swept away. 3 other deaths took place near Clendenin, including a hospice patient who drowned after rescuers could not reach her home. At least 6 people died in Kanawha County.
So on June 27th, it was announced that 2 people on a camping trip in Greenbrier County, who were thought to have been swept away in a camper and presumed dead in the flooding, had been found alive. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like to hear good stories like that.
Yeah.
So these people were missing. I wanted to know the full story on that. Were they missing for 4 days and everybody's just like, oh, guess they're gone? And then where did they show up at? Do you know what I mean?
Good question. Yeah. On in the wake of the floods, so at the aftermath, it says West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomlin declared a state of emergency for 44 of the 55 counties. He also ordered the deployment of 400 members of the West Virginia National Guard. Search and rescue teams were deployed across the state to assist in stranded residents. Numerous swift water and rooftop rescues were conducted.
I mean, you have to admit, it does seem like our governors throughout all these times have done pretty well at getting us aid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like, we were talking about the Ohio River there in Parker. For some reason, Parkersburg, I didn't go into it. You can look it up. I didn't go into it, but Parkersburg was having trouble getting funding to put flood walls up after the Ohio River. Now, why almost 10 years later did they have to get them up? That's just crazy to me when Huntington, boom, had them up. So, but overall, I feel like our governors did what they could.
Well, I mean, you got to have aid for people that have lost everything. Mm-hmm. And, when you have flooding, you think, again, the water and all of that. And plus it's summer. Mm-hmm. So it's probably a little warmer and things like that. So, and on June 25th, President Barack Obama declared West Virginia a major disaster area and ordering aid to assist victims of the floods in Kanawha, Greenbrier, and Nicholas counties. And on the 28th, Tomlin requested the disaster area be expanded to include Clay, Fayette, Monroe, Pocahontas, Roane, Summers, and Webster counties. 5 of those counties, Clay, Fayette, Monroe, Roane, and Summers, were granted the request. So it makes you wonder why the others were not. Maybe they weren't as bad off. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you get a president involved, they're in another world. You know what I mean? Like they don't see what we see here. And that's with any president. I'm not dogging on anybody. I'm just saying a lot of presidents they're not with reality, I guess you should say. Definitely not near as bad as 85. Nowhere. I really think it'll be another 100 years before something would touch the 85 flood.
Let's hope.
Yes. Even then, let's hope not. Even then, yeah. That was the 2016 flood in West Virginia. I found some pictures of it as well, and I'll share those so you guys can check that out. But let us know if you have any information on this flood. I didn't find a whole lot, but I found a little bit, enough I feel like to tell a story. But let us know if you have any information. Please like, share, and subscribe, as my youngest son says. He's like, Mom, you got to start saying that. Subscribe, share with your friends and family. I'm sure they'd be interested to hear a little bit about these things that maybe they have experienced. Mm-hmm. So until next time, I am Tiffany. This is my BFF Shelly. Join us next time, friends, for another great episode.